Hey, Teddy Patty, welcome back to the media chat room where the celebrity headlines are talking. And this celebrity said that he gonna keep running his mouth in the headlines as long as Monique keeps talking. Yep, D.L Hugley has responded to Monique and her husband Sidney after they made a response to his response from her appearing on Club Shay Shay. Now, Teddy Patties, we gave you the whole entire back, forth, and forth between Monique and D.L Hugley. But D.L Hugley said swing it on back because he ain't through. Now, he on that Meg the Stallion type of time. When she said anybody that bring me up got 24 hours before I respond. Because he sure did come back with a whole lot more to say in the response to their last response. Now, I ain't gonna lie, Chatty Patty, I thought that it was gonna be over. Because at one point in the video of Monique and Sidney addressing DL, Sidney actually threw up his hook because he's a 30-year member of Omega Psi Phi fraternity, as well as DL Hugley. So I thought they would be able to find some type of common ground, especially because they're brothers. Or even if they couldn't find some type of common ground, stop addressing each other in public. Because I don't think the brothers would be pleased. Because this definitely does not signify brotherhood. However, DL feels attacked and he wants to protect his family. So hey, brotherhood might have to take a back seat for a little while so he can protect it. Now, we definitely have the newest video that DL released since Monique and her husband released another greasy video. Now, Chatty Patty, that's his description, not mine. And we definitely will get into it. But first, I'm gonna need you to like and share this video with everyone that you know. Then I'm gonna need you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel so that you can become an official Chatty Patty lover. And I promise you're gonna love it here. And last but not least, make sure that you turn on your notification bell so that you know when we drop our next video or go live. Now let's go ahead and open up our radio waves so we can hear what DL had to say. So D.L Hugley and Monique have been going back and forth for a while. And to sum it all up, Monique said it started because D.L Hugley would not check his team about disrespecting her husband when she came onto his show and they asked her to play a game. While on the other hand, D.L Hugley said all this is simply happening because Monique was upset about a contract when the promoter led her to believe that she would be the headline of a comedy show that they both were on. So clearly both of these incidents happened. However, she gave more context as to what happened from her perspective when she went onto the Club Shay Shay show. Then of course, you know, there was some back and forth, and now D.L Hugley has responded again since Monique's latest response. And ultimately, he just regrets trying to maintain a friendship and creating a working relationship with Monique. Now let's get into the video where he goes a little bit deeper and drops a little hot tea on the table by saying Daddy wasn't taking care of business and they was even evicted from their home. And they even had to ask another man for money in order to help take care of home. Check this out.
I'm taking time to respond to Monique again. She made another greasy ass video with her daddy. We kind of relitigating some of the stuff she said on Club Shay Shay, where she talked about how she was on the show and somebody, you know, they played a game, Would You Rather? And I guess she felt like they insulted her husband's sexuality, which is interesting because she can always talk about everybody else's sexuality. But I guess her husband's sacrosanct. He's off limits. But a hit dog will bark unless his mouth is full. But she talked about, well, she didn't actually call her lawyer. Who the f*** be afraid of your lawyer? Your lawyer, you mean the lawyer that did your contract? That lawyer, the lawyer from the firm of Negro from Ghetto Got Him and Gone, that lawyer? I'm afraid of him. He couldn't get your name right on the ticket. He gonna get it right on a legal document. It didn't happen because we decided it shouldn't happen. You didn't need to, because we respect people. We don't have to do things for clicks. They took it off because you asked me to, because I respected you at the time. You also talked about how I disrespect you on so many platforms. But you have this impeccable memory where you can tell to the degree, well, who did what to you and why and what happened, where you were. But you can't pull up one time on any platform that I said anything about you at all because you know you're lying. You got that piece of paper and that big ass memory, but you can't pull one up. My biggest mistake is saying yes to you. I should have said no when you couldn't come on my radio show. I should have said no that I wasn't playing those dates with you. As a matter of fact, almost anybody who says yes to you at some point is in this milieu with you. Almost anybody. So I would suggest anybody out there, you can say yes to, say no to Monique. You talked about how my children, families are uplifted. They weren't when you were running across Vegas. The stage in Detroit. They weren't when you talking media. When you got your ass whipped and your tickets dropped, then they became off limits. But let's do this. Let's decide that you will treat my children like you treat yours, like you don't know them, invisible, like you have no relationship with them, like you're estranged, you're unfamiliar, like you don't know them. You also intimated that I was a coward. You know what I'd never do? I would never let my woman take care of me. I would never let my woman get evicted from her apartment. I would never let my woman has to ask another man for money. I'd never do that. Can your old man say the same? He loves you. Of course, he got to say that. You claim him on your taxes. He's a dependent. He's sitting there with you right now. And everything. Because it ain't like he does anything else. But you never address the salient point. I said that if you spent as much time writing your Netflix special as you did arguing about getting it, it wouldn't have been trash. It was. I didn't say it. I defy anybody out there. Stop listening to me. Watch it. Read the reviews. Read the reviews. You begged for something. You made valid points that women are underpaid, that they're not valued. That's absolutely right. So you would think that when you got a chance to do something that you could argue for, you'd be up for the challenge, but you because you never are ready for it. Because all you ever do is complain about what you don't have. You're never ready for the moment because you're always living in the past. I said it. If you spend half of your time doing as opposed to talking about who didn't do for you and what they did for you, you'd be a lot further along. You wouldn't be evicted. You wouldn't be working for your man. You wouldn't be asking other comics for money. So you got all the ingredients. Take that piece of paper that you're running down the list with, and that pen that you got, and that daddy sitting next to you, and do what you can't do what you never do. Write a fucking joke.
Now, in the words of Yosemite Sam, them sound like fighting words. And we don't condone violence. We want to provide entertaining commentary. So everybody keep your hands to yourself. Okay, back to DL. Now, along with the video, he provided a caption. And Chatty Patty, go ahead and pause your video so that you can read it, but I'm just going to give a synopsis as to what it says. So he basically continued to call her a liar and a gaslighter, and said that she's been coming after him for the last 2 years. And he's not standing for it because he sees what happened to everybody else who never responds to her. And he wants it to be known she didn't start coming after his daughter because they loved his daughter, but it was more so because the internet started to attack her for attaching his daughter to the situation, who was dealing with trauma. And he basically said anytime that she mentioned him, he gonna come right back and have a response. So basically it could keep going or it could stop right here depending on what Monique gonna do. Now, Chatty Patty, I'm a true Chatty Patty, so in Chatty Patty fashion, I just kept strolling and headed myself onto the comments. And one of the number one comments was your girl Tiff, aka Tiffany Haddish. And y'all, she applauded everything that he said. And it's not really surprising because Tiffany was one of the people that Monique addressed during her Club Shay Shay interview. Now, in addition to Tiffany Haddish, I started to read some more comments. And the comments are kind of like 50-50. Some people are surprised that he's attacking a black woman to this degree, while others feel like he has the right to defend himself and all the allegations that are being said about him. Now, Chatty Patty, you know I like a little spice when it comes to my celebrity news and gossip, but it's starting to get a little too spicy because people are going for the jugular. They don't care what they say and who they offend at this point. And right now, it's all about who's the last man standing. So I'm sure Monique is definitely going to have something to say. And even if it's not on the internet, remember, I told y'all she has joined the Cat Williams comedy tour. So she could be including some of this as content for the stage. And if she does, y'all already know somebody's going to record it and it's going to get back to DL. So who knows when this feud is going to end. So in the meantime, Chatty Patties, it's time to hop in those comments. Let me know what you think about this feud between Monique and D.L Hugley. Do you think that DL should continue to address Monique as long as she addresses him? And what do you think about the information that he put out there regards to her being evicted? Is that true tea considering what she's been through in regards to being blackballed, knowing that she's missed millions of dollars due to potentially false rumors? And what do you guys think about DL saying that Monique is not funny and she should actually dedicate more time to her craft than complain? Definitely let me know all your thoughts. You already know I'm gonna read those comments. And before you go, make sure that you like and share this video with everyone that you know. Also, hit the subscribe button so that you can become an official Chatty Patty lover, and I promise you're gonna love it. And last but not least, turn on your notification bell so that you know when we drop our next video or go live. Now, you already know how I do it. First thing first, I'm headed straight to the comments to see what you had to say. Then it's back to getting into the headlines so that I can bring you all another video. So that's gonna be all for now, and until next time, bye bye.